reality and the quantum physics. That's all interrupted when you sit there and you don't let your mind see things the way the possibilities that they can be. Well, then you stop yourself from soul growth. Everything on this planet is about evolution and bringing each soul into a different alignment. It is absurd of the people who just don't see the information. And tonight I'm going to work on AI. Yes, I am. I'm going to bring Gemini and see what the hell I can do with it. I listened to Brian Green today. Yeah. So anyway, it's funny because we have these dictator assholes, and yes, they are assholes, who are trying to literally make the United States a third world country. I have no part in that. I'm trying to take down the motherfucker. I might even fucking run for the president of the United States just to prove that a woman who suffers what I have suffered can come out on top. You know, the political bullshit in the landscape of this crap. They want a witch in the White House? Sure. It ain't Kamala. It's me. That's besides the point. Anyway, honestly, we're all witches. We're all everything. We can be whatever we want to be, whoever we want to be. The only people who are stopping us is ourselves, and when we worry about what other people think about us, it's beyond that. I don't give a shit what someone thinks about me. I am over that crap. I'm a 54-year-old woman who sees quantum physics, paranormal psychology, and multiple dimensions as things that could save our planet and not destroy it. Then you have people who create the world national security, which by the way, if that idiot created that during his presidency, doesn't that mean that we technically own it? Any president who's trying to make money after a certain amount, it should not be his money. He's using the shield as a reference point to make money. Well, I believe the Justice Department, I think, what is that called? The Senate, y'all need to fucking freeze his motherfucking assets and put it back where it belongs, to the people. We, the people, are so sick and tired of being freaking raped of our money, raped of our society. Donald Trump, you're fucking demonic ass bullshit. You're a Satan incarnate. You basically are Hitler, born again. If you all don't see that, we need to get Pope Leo to do a goddamn exorcism on this piece of shit, because that's what he is. Anyone who can take lives, and it's okay to rape women and molest children. No, God's not happy about that, you satanic piece of shit. You need a fucking stroke to your goddamn brain. I don't want nobody taking the motherfucker out. I want God to take him. Like with a fucking bolt of lightning or something like that. Hello, I don't know. I saw you say hi, but I don't know who you are. I'm driving to work. Yeah, it's probably illegal. I don't give a fuck. Anywho. So anyway, we all need to just freaking pray. I don't care if you use the Bible. Just get the demon off our planet. We are basically heaven on earth. You know, the whole thing in the biblical thing. You know, the earth was the wars from the heavens come down to earth. Yes, it does. And it's called they come into human beings, because we're all channels. We are, just like Nikola Tesla says, we are receivers. We are all here on this planet experiencing human lives as a soul. You all get it backwards. Your egos are fucked up. You think that everything that you do is for you, and that's why our planet has become the way it is. Instead of us creating things for the creators, because you all think that you're all high and mighty, that's why everything fucking falls and fades. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and say hey, and all you lovely people out there. I can see that you're writing comments, but I don't have my reading glasses to drive. So I apologize for not being able to really see what you're saying, but that's all good. Anyway, quantum physics, paranormal psychology. If you got the part about knowing yourself, know who you are in your reality. What did you go to school for? What did you fucking live through? That's knowing yourself. When you get the extrasensory sense of, oh my God, why do I have this funny feeling? That's called intuition. If you have a dream that has a person in your dream, even if it's a horrific dream, rip apart that person. Not physically, metaphorically. God, Jesus, your higher consciousness is using people that you know to take apart that person's identity, whether it's their name, how old they are, where they live, who their parents are. That's how you develop intuition. It's very simple. People over freaking dramatize this bullshit, and it doesn't need to be. To get into the mind of heaven, to get into the access of Jesus and Christ consciousness is basically childlike mind. Childlike mind means fantasy mind. It means being able to look beyond the 3D crap that we are all suffering through on our planet. You know, the suffrage, the bullshit, takes 3 and 4 freaking human beings to freaking pay rent, and then the freaking price. They want us to starve to death, man. Then you got fucking young Jinping in Russia. They probably, dude. Trump probably got a neural fucking link that he got put in his head, and then you guys see the freaking haircut that Elon Musk got? Yeah, that freaking haircut that Elon Musk has and stuff like that is literally where you can put the same access point that they put the neurotransmitter. So most likely, you know, I mean, I would hate to think that Elon would sit there and go, hey, let's put this neurotransmitter in your brain, Donald, and I'll give you the access, and then I can help you rule the world, and then you can give me SpaceX freaking whatever, and all these other freaking, you know, what is it called, government freaking things. Well, we all know that Elon tries his own shit out himself. Why not do it on fucking Trump? That way he can make billions and millions of dollars and what? And did not Elon say that we were going to suffer for 2 to 3 years before this all fucking happened? You know, I used to stick up for the man, but now I'm just sitting there going, what'd they do? Fucking drug your ass in fucking Air Force One? And then they fucking ketamine you and put a Neuralink into your head and you're not even fucking aware of it? Come on, guys. Just listen. I like fantasy. My mind goes out there where nobody else's does. But you know what? Y'all are aware that the freaking, what's that called? Air Force One has an operating room and actually had a what's that called? Neurologist on the plane the other night. Yeah, I looked it up. Yep. Ain't making that shit up. So yeah, it is what it is, man. We all just need to fucking think positively because this world is a bunch of fucking bullshit. We are fucking, if y'all haven't realized yet, we are literally in hell. Has anyone found heaven yet? Yeah, it's called space. It's called the freaking dark matter. All the dark matter. Then it goes to ISIS. You weighing the freaking spirit against the feather. Well, when you do that, what do you have? Pretty much nothing, because what? It's essences. Essences that come back and get reincarnated. Why don't they want you to know you got reincarnated again? Oh, I don't know. Because then you might pick up from where you left off. You know, maybe you were a famous scientist last time. Maybe you were a famous lawyer last time. Maybe you were in different multiple dimensions. Maybe you were in a parallel universe. Maybe the things that come to you naturally were something that you were before. Are they going to teach you this? No. It's not because the Vatican's hiding it or the churches are bad. No, it's called the minds had it elevated to the point of that actually happening. Now with neural links and freaking quantum physics and paranormal psychology. Everything between MRIs and CAT scans and fuck, even NASA. It's all cumulative of everything that's happening. Don't ever put yourselves down thinking that you're belittled or that you can't access different parts of your mind, because you can. The only person that's stopping you as well, science. Well, not even. Even scientists are part of God, right? They have to be. Anybody who can change the world is tapping into something. What it comes down to is, what are you going to do with that knowledge? What are you going to do with that money that you access? Are you going to put it into $1 million homes and watch and walk over your fucking neighbor who's lost everything? Are you going to sit there while children fucking die? Yes, that's what Donald Trump does, for sure. That is a satanic motherfucker. We need to get his exercise off this planet. You know what I'm saying? What the hell are we doing this for? Because what? You all sit there thinking this life is it? Wrong. Sorry, let me wake you up. You're being told now. You were reincarnated. You were. Once you get into meditation, reincarnation, all that stuff, you realize you access different parts of different realities. It's only you who stops it. Doesn't matter what your children say or whatever. As long as you're not hurting anybody and you go into meditation, you're going for higher self, for higher being, shit. Well, then you can't stop yourself. Why is anybody tell you what you can and can't do? Only person can't tell me what I can and can't do is, well, I can't get a goddamn fucking loan on the freaking car. So, the banks. they can tell me what to do. Am I gonna go knock off a fucking dealership? No, but because I probably said that, that's probably gonna happen and hit the fucking news. Watch. That's how that shit usually works. Anyway, I'm almost to work, but I figured I'd come on because I'm so sick and tired of watching and listening to people thinking that they have nothing. When you have nothing, when you go into yourself, that's when you have everything. And you know, for the ops that are watching, whether they're spiritual, music is everything. Music. Anyway, I do things. By the way, if Donald Trump and Epstein were doing what they were doing, that is right. Macro, right? So does that mean that we can actually prosecute Donald Trump and Epstein and all these other idiots because their micro vision actually reverberated to macro? So, you know, we have all these sex trafficking shit, and then you all realize that sex trafficking, what do you think, got contaminated? No, Jesus said, do not think of negative things, because then we sit there and we make it go forward. And that's what the motherfucker did. Well, now Jesus and the creators, well, they want to change some shit around. They want to bring some positive things into this world. The creators and shit like that are tired of this world being freaking exploited. You know, we've been reset. Back in 1988, it was reset. There's actually even a freaking NASA couldn't figure out why it was off by, what, 3 to 10 degrees or some shit like that. That was also in the Bible. Do y'all read it? Nope, because you don't understand it. But that's besides the point. Anyway, I'm heading to work. You guys see the lightning? Yep, that's cool. I don't know if you see it or not. Lightning in the clouds. I guess Zeus and all of them are all freaking just talking around. Anyways, you all have a good night. And stay safe. Clear your aura. If you feel negative and nothing's around you, it's because you got a fucking dark demonic entity around you. Doesn't have to hurt you unless you make it. Anyways, have a good one. Bye-bye.